You're seeing, and that's our little weight room. Yeah, I love how it overlooks outside and the light. You know, that's something we wanted to have.
So y'all, for those of y'all that have been over in existing Carson and have been down in the dungeon where all the weight room is, it's a slightly different look here. And one of the things that Coach Graham wanted to make sure of is that the weight room where the Sun Devils are made is front and center. So as we go look at the lobby, when you're coming into this building, the first thing that you see from your entrance into the lobby is the weight room. So, Coach, can you talk a little bit about the role?
The big thing, you know, if you go to the other, you know, our deal was the light. You know, being able to train and have the light in. Obviously, the space is you know, we wanted to build something that obviously what goes in here and how it operates is big. The innovation that goes into our training and our strength training programs. And this is the cardio deck that's up here. Obviously, we'll have our ellipticals and treadmills and high-speed treadmills and speed training stuff will be up here on this deck. And then obviously our strength staff offices are below us with another nutrient bar that we'll have where they're actually in the weight room. They'll have new accesses so they don't have to go all the way up to the nutrient area. And then obviously a state-of-the-art training facility. And the foundation of our program is this room needed to represent what our program is about, and training is in development and teaching is what our program is about. So you'll notice again the 4 pillars: character, smart, discipline, tough. This is where the run of the work is done, right in here. And so pretty special area. And we wanted to try to create, you know, I think one of the things that they've done a great job of, Isaac's done a great job with, is creating an innovative, unique approach that fits who we are and what we're about. And so the foundation of our program is relationships. You've seen that in the locker room, and then you see in the training areas, training and teaching is a great is the foundation of what we believe in. So
I'm guessing the technology continues down.
Oh yeah, oh no doubt, no question about it. We'll have a state-of-the-art weight facility and training facility, and obviously we're ground-based in our belief, and you know, squat and power clean, but also, you know, we do a lot of you know joint training, and you know, a lot of the you know, staying healthy starts in this room. So this will be a state-of-the-art not just weight room but training facility for our players that will be second to none from an innovation standpoint.
Okay, so y'all, you're now in the front lobby. You're coming in from the little parking lot, which will be the entrance into the building. Kent and Betsy Bro have been magnanimous enough to donate this lobby, so I want to make sure that they are acknowledged for their participation in Sun Devil football and their graciousness. So, Todd, talk a little bit about the philosophy of the locker and having the weight room positioned where it is.
Well, yeah, obviously this area here as you come in is really where our recruits will come in, or you know, we'll have where every person will pretty much that's from the public will enter in. This is kind of the Hall of Fame area, so we'll have, you know, it's where the past is recognized. Obviously, Rose Bowl Trophy, all those type things, and so it's pretty special entrance, and obviously the branding. And you can see Pat and the PT 42 and those things, and the weight room being right up front. We wanted, as people walked in, they knew what was important to us, and obviously the training aspect is the big part of it, and then the teaching aspect of it. So we wanted to have they created an awesome, the architects I thought did a tremendous job of creating that. We wanted to have an entrance, you know, from a recruiting standpoint, and obviously when you walk in this place, you know this is a special place, and a place that you know, has sound principles on training, but also when you come in and you look at it, it's pretty unique and innovative about how they put it out. And then, you know, we'll have our trophies and stuff along here, and then you know, recognize our greats in this room. So this will be kind of the Hall of Fame area where we recognize. So the building really, to me, is important. It has 3 parts. 1, you honor the past and you recognize the great tradition that we have. 2, you motivate and inspire to be able to train the present, right? And then 3, activate the future. And then so the recruiting aspect of it is big as well. And you'll see our 1-goal champions, and and the theme that kind of goes along with that. So there's kind of a reason why. So this whole floor, if you look at this first floor, this whole floor as you walk in, is about training, is about development, and that's where you have the locker room, you have the athletic training room, you have the nutritional area. We have, we talk about relationships and how important that is. As well, we have the players' lounge, the locker sanctuary, the plunge pool, the weight room. I mean, so this whole area here is really where the players spend their time, in building relationships and physical training and development and athletic training and rehabilitation. So, okay.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, right over here.
Well, guys, if you all
We got everybody in? So this picture will give you an idea of what this room's going to look like. And this is our.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Let's get everybody back in the room. Okay, we got all the camera guys. Everybody in? Yep. Okay.
So this room here is our team room. So it's where we'll meet as our team, theater style. Obviously, you'll see the stadium seating is kind of a consistent throughout. The large area up here where we can do step throughs with 11 guys up here. From a teaching standpoint, we wanted to, have a pretty. This is the most important meeting room where we meet as a team, and so you can see the graphically and just how it looks, but more importantly, the technology. Obviously, this is you see the screen and what we'll have here, and the command center that's back up at the top. It's a state-of-the-art teaching facility where we can teach it in a large group in this room. So this is our team room, and then we have unit rooms, our offense and defensive rooms, and then we have position rooms. So this allows us to have a large enough room to be able to take the whole team and be able to have a state-of-the-art teaching facility and area where we can do team activities and team teaching.
How many seats in here, Coach?
167.
Wow.
I knew that.
You did, because we've been studying.
Yeah, 167. I like
Is
that.
there significance to that number, or just?
How many we could, we've got wide bodies.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so you have to get where you can fit them. That chairs have to be where they can fit in them. So,
Yeah.
and so this is going to be a special area, and then you can see graphically how it's done. It's going to be pretty special what it looks like.
And post-game days, guys, you all will be back in here. This will be your new meeting room for post-game press conferences. So I tell you what, we're going to go up the stairs and
Come on in here. You got to be somewhere at 3:45, don't you, Tim? Yeah. You're gonna have to hump it, man. All right, Isaac, what do you got here?
okay, so guys, you all are now in the main lobby. So Coach, talk a little bit, if you're a recruit or coming to visit football and you come off the elevator, what are the first things
Well,
you
first
see in here?
thing when they come off the elevator, you're going to see this is our NFL recognition area. So, down on the first level is the player sanctuary. So it'll be the team recognition, tell the history of the program, like you guys have seen we've done on the third floor over there. All conference, those type things. But this area was they come up here. This will be where all of our NFL, All Pro, NFL recognition for all guys that played in the NFL, first round draft picks, all those type of things right here. So when they come up here, obviously this will be an impressive area, and we wanted this to be, you have the kind of the distinguished Hall of Fame. I mean, the first floor is very where people like Frank Cush and Pat Tillman and Rosebow and the 75 undefeated team, and those are the recognitions that are on the first floor. And then obviously as you come up here, we're recognizing the achievements of our guys if they moved on to the NFL, and something that obviously proud of the great tradition we have there. So that's what as they come off the floor
Here, on how your week goes from, you know, Sunday when you guys start breaking down film all the way through the week.
Right. So as we come through here, now this is
No, this is not.
actually not an open.
This is a construction opening that allows free movement of materials while we're.
So you guys keep going. So we'll come back at the end to hit our academic center that's on that side. But as you come down through here, this is our recruiting area. This is where our recruiting coordinator's office will be. So right up front and center, we wanted to have recruits. And then all along the side here is all of our position coaches with our offense and defensive staffs. And as you move down here, we wanted them, there are areas where they office at. And obviously we got a large area. You see that's recruiting coordinator. Then that's also our recruiting staff. It's all up front. Instead of right now we had it in the back. We want it up front with recruiting. And then these are the basic offices. But what we wanted, so example, that's our offensive coordinator. And then right across from him is where our offensive consultants, our GAs are. So he's right outside the door. He has his staff all right here. And then this is where our offensive staff meeting room where we watch the film and break down the film and do all that good stuff right in here. And you see, we have basically one large area like this, but this is an offensive staff room, then we have a defensive staff room, and then we have a war room for our recruiting. So all of our GAs, and we're kind of spread out and kind of fragmented now. It keeps everybody, where they're located, where we can be efficient with our time.
And then, let's walk through. I think we've got a line in the war room that talk about the difference between the offensive, defensive prep rooms, and then.
Coach Cassidy's office right there.
Yes. Excellent.
Close to the head man.
Whose coach is this?
That's mine. This is the war room through here.
Head coach's office.
So Coach, how many hours a week, when you guys are in the middle of the season, are you guys as coaching staff together and in rooms like this?
14 hours a day, during the season will be plus, we'll be in one of these rooms. Obviously the offensive and defensive staff room where they're at. This is our war room, so this is really our recruiting full staff meeting where we can meet offense and defense in here, or our personnel boards will be. Obviously we have our projection screens and our video where we watch video and recruits as a staff. And so this room is, which helps us now to be able to have we have a room that's an offensive staff room, but it's also the staff room for everybody else. And then so you're always going to be in here, be able to evaluate players, be able to keep running. This is recruiting war room is what this is, in the full body staff room for us to meet together. So just how it works from how you can operate your staff is a lot more efficient, and obviously the technology that we're able to use to have more meeting areas and be more efficient about with our time as far as evaluation. That's probably the most important thing.
And Todd, since the next room that we're getting ready to go by is the video production room, so talk about your philosophy on video and the guys that are running that for you and kind of the importance of that to the program.
Yeah, as we move into this next phase is one I'm really excited about, because we believe in the teaching model. So this is a teaching facility. So obviously that's teaching coaches, that's teaching staff members, and so how we designed the building, that was really important. And the technology that's going in here, one thing you're not seeing is the projection screen technology in every room. And one of the things as we move through here, you're going to see how we took the seats and we moved them to the back of the room and we stair-stepped them, so we can make larger areas, because players want to step through, and the technology that we're using in creating life-size figures on the wall. So using projection technology, like in this room, you can project it from the floor to 7 feet tall, so you can actually put the figures on the wall that are life-size. So you're able to create simulators out of your meeting rooms. Is something that the innovation, that's one of the most exciting things about this building, is the innovation that's going to allow us to maximize our teaching, and which also maximizes your time through the integration of technology into what we're doing. That all goes through the command center, which is you're fixing to see, which is Alex Hodge. You guys might even know who Alex is, but Alex is our technology video coordinator, and everything runs through his room. And they're going to have a state-of-the-art command room where he's located, where he basically operates all that, all the video and practices, all of our meetings, the team room that we just came out of. And you'll see that the team room is going to look different than the individual meeting rooms because there's larger areas so that our guys can get out of their chairs and do step-throughs and create simulators out of the meeting room. So what that would be to you guys that have been around football is that everybody has walkthroughs on the field. Well, we want to have installations or teaching them the plays with video, but then we also want to be able to get them out of their chairs and do step-throughs. And that's just really adapting because kids learn more by doing it, and then by using technology to be able to not have the figures on the wall this small, where you can create life-size figures on the walls by using video technology and projection technology. That's going to make this a state-of-the-art teaching facility. And that's probably one of the things I'm the most passionate about, is how it's going to enhance our ability to teach. So if you went to the other meeting rooms, you'll notice that the chairs are right up against. It's really, really close, and that's not conducive to learning. And so ours will be in the back. Every one of our players obviously have iPads, and we're using technology now for doing corrections and things like that. But this facility is going to be a game changer from an ability to integrate technology and to help us do, it falls into our philosophy of, character, smart, discipline, tough. We've got to out-discipline, we've got to out-character, we've got to outsmart, and part of that is being able to be efficient in our time and how we're teaching and using innovation and technology to do that.
So game film or your practice film will go onto the wall in an interactive way?
Well, what I'm saying is that right now, when you use video to teach football, there's a wide angle side, which you do routes with, right? But that's not really how the players play it, And so we're capturing video from behind, about 3 yards up the goalpost, from hash to hash on a cable on both ends, so that we can take and use projection technology. And so we could have a running back. We could put 4 running backs, and on the wall there, the projection goes from floor to 7.5 feet tall. Okay, that's how we designed it. So we can project the images on the wall, can be life size. So I can run 50 blitzes at them, and they can stand there and pick up the blitzes in the meeting room with low impact on their body, not out in the heat, not out, And obviously we got to maximize our time because we have 20-hour rules and things like that we have to adhere to. So technology is a huge piece in that. And we're very limited. And Tim knows this. When we first got here, we didn't even have the same video technology as 11 other schools in our league. So we've come a long way from that standpoint, where there won't be a more innovative teaching facility that I know of anywhere that will surpass what this one will be able to do, the capabilities. And we're just scratching the surface on all that. We're still working and expanding and doing those things, but we built a facility that was going to be able to enhance and help us from that standpoint.
Coach, we've heard Cardinals and Cowboys using virtual technology.
Yep.
Now, Bless, is
Doing
that
all the
part
same
of what
things.
you're talking about?
Yeah, in different positions, virtual technology is, I think, beneficial with quarterbacks and stuff like that. Maybe DBs, but the life-size technology that we're talking about is really conducive for linemen and running backs and those types of positions.
Showers and locker rooms are in here. The technology room is completely dark, so I think Coach Graham's given you a reasonably good overview of how that works. We're going to go back down to the position rooms.
That's this command center that operates all the coaches' staff rooms, and then now we're going into the meeting room part. This would be where the running backs meeting room, the offensive meeting room, the defensive meeting room, the defensive back meeting rooms, and all the areas where we actually do the teaching.
See all positions.
So as we came down that hallway, you passed rooms that are very similar to this room, except they were smaller, right? So quarterbacks, tight ends, running backs, all their individual rooms are all designed basically the same as this room. You'll see the stadium seating that we pushed it back, and we stadium seated, and it creates a large area where our players, there's a great distance between where they sit and where the projection is. So it creates areas where we can stand them up and do step-throughs. And so that was a big part of the design. And obviously you have the projection screen technology here. This would be the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
So this is where all the wide receivers would meet. And then it'd be also
Offense.
where their
Yeah.
offensive meets as a unit. I think, how many seats are in there?
50.
50. So we have 40 scholarship players on offense. And so that creates an area where we can meet as a unit.
And then we've got the same thing, though, that's dark across the hall for defense.
Yeah, so you're going to have wide receiver, defensive backs going to be similar rooms. Offensive line, defensive line are going to be similar rooms. So every area has their, and then you have an offense and a defensive meeting room and then a team room as well. So we're able to meet with everyone. This is a good one to look at. What, Isaac, is this is DB's?
That's your DB, and then that's your defense team meeting.
You see the large, they're large meeting rooms.
So the first thing that you see when you come down, the first decision you make is academic services are the first room you're going to see. So talk about Scholar Baller and academic services.
Well, obviously, you know, we set records every year for graduation rate and our GPA as a football team. One of the big things was moving in here is being able to have an academic center within our football complex, as well as the place we're leaving. We're creating a third floor will be a huge academic center for all student athletes. And so our guys will utilize that facility as well as this facility here. So right through this way, here's our academic center, which have computer labs where they can meet with tutors. You got meeting rooms where you meet with your mentors and your tutors and our academic staff right here on this side here.
You got this a little compressed in there, but it's worth seeing.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll utilize the other one over there. This would be, these are tutorial rooms. This is the computer lab area right here. Another area back here the same way. One of the things it's going to allow us is by the mega academic center, which is going to be really nice as well.